Good morning, students. Welcome to Bindu Dhadwal chemistry lessons. We will solve the remaining questions of model paper chemistry HP board first term for class 12th today. So let's begin. What is the difference between Schottky defect and frenkel defect? Schottky defect is produced because of missing atoms or ions from their normal crystal sites. Frenkel defect is produced when atoms or ions are displaced from their normal sites and occur in interstitial sites. The presence of Schottky defects lowers the density of the crystal. Frenkel defect does not affect the density of the crystal. Schottky defect is generally shown by ionic solids having high coordination number and in which the cations and anions are of equal size. In Frenkel defect, the sizes are different and it is shown by compounds having low coordination number. Calculate molarity of a solution containing 5 gram of NaOH in 250 milliliter of solution. So molarity is W into 1000 upon molecular mass into volume of solvent. So we get 5 into 1000 upon 40 into 250, 0.5 molar. State and explain Coleridge's law. Coleridge's law of independent migration of ions states that the limiting molar conductivity of an electrolyte can be expressed as the sum of the limiting ionic molar conductivities of the cation and anion. Define half-life period. Show that for first-order reaction, half-life period is independent of concentration. The time during which the concentration of reactant is reduced to half of its initial concentration is called half-life period. For a first-order reaction, A changes to product. Kt is 2.303 log R0 upon R, or T is equal to 2.303 upon K log R0 upon R. Now, T half is equal to 2.303 upon K log R0 upon R not upon 2, which is log 2. So we get T half is equal to 2.303 into 0.3010, which is 0.693 upon K. Define electrophoresis and Tyndall effect. The phenomena of movement of colloidal particles under an applied electric field is called electrophoresis. The phenomena of scattering of light by colloidal particles as a result of which the path of beam becomes visible is called Tyndall effect. Write a short note on Mond's process. Nickel metal is refined by vapor phase refining. In this method, nickel is heated in a stream of carbon monoxide to form volatile nickel tetracarbonyl complex. The carbonyl vapors, when subjected to higher temperature, undergo thermal decomposition, giving pure nickel. The process is known as Mond's process. Nickel plus 4 carbon monoxide will form tetracarbonyl nickel, which on heating forms nickel plus 4 carbon monoxide. How XeF4 is prepared? Give its structure. It is prepared in good yield by heating mixture of xenon and fluorine in molar ratio of 1:5 in nickel vessel at 873 Kelvin under a pressure of 627 bar. So the shape is square, planar. Xenon plus 2F2 gives XeF4. Ammonia acts as a Lewis base due to presence of lone pair of electrons on the nitrogen atom. Therefore, it can form coordinate bond with electron deficient molecules and form complexes. Thus, it acts as a complexic agent. What are interhalogen compounds? Why are they more reactive than halogens? Compounds which contain 2 or more halogen atoms are called interhalogen compounds. For example, ICl. These are more reactive than halogens because covalent bonds between dissimilar electronegative atoms in interhalogen compounds is weaker than the bond between two similar atoms in halogens. 45 gram of ethylene glycol is mixed with 600 gram of water. Calculate the freezing point of solution given Kf of water is 1.86 Kelvin kilogram per mole. Delta Tf is equal to Kf into Wb into 1000 upon Wa into Mb. So putting the values Kf 1.86, Wb 45 upon Wa 600 into molar mass of ethylene glycol 62, we get the answer 2.25 Kelvin. So freezing point will be 273 minus 2.25 is equal to 270.90 Kelvin. What are fuel cells? Discuss hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. Galvanic cells in which the energy of combustion of fuels like hydrogen, methane, methanol, etc. is directly converted into electrical energy are called fuel cells. In hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell, hydrogen gas is used as fuel, oxygen gas as the oxidizing agent. The cell consists of porous carbon electrodes immersed in concentrated KOH solution. Catalysts like finely divided platinum metal are incorporated into the electrodes. Hydrogen is fed into the anodic chamber, whereas oxygen is fed into the cathodic chamber. So here is the diagram of fuel cell. First order reaction is 50% complete in 10 minutes. How long will it take to complete 75% reaction? Let initial concentration be 100%. So when it's converted to 50%, the time taken is T half. But when 50% is converted to again half of its value, that is 25%, time taken is another T half. So this is time taken for conversion to 75% reaction is 2 T halves, as 1 T half is 10 minutes, so time taken will be 20 minutes. 20 minutes is the answer. Give reasons. Nitrogen is a gas, whereas P4 is a solid. In nitrogen, each nitrogen atom is bonded to another by triple bonds, so there are weak van der Waals force of attraction between nitrogen molecules, so it's a gas, whereas P4 has polymeric structure, so it is a solid. NCl5 does not exist, whereas PCl5 exists. In NCl5, nitrogen does not have vacant d orbitals, so it cannot expand its octet. Phosphorus atom has vacant d orbitals, so it can expand its octet to form PCl5. Water is a liquid, whereas H2S is a gas. Water is a liquid because in water oxygen atom is electronegative and can form hydrogen bonds with adjacent water molecules. So adjacent water molecules are held together by strong hydrogen bond, whereas in H2S, sulfur is not so electronegative. It cannot form hydrogen bonds, so it is a gas. That's all in today's video. If you like the video, please do share and subscribe. Thanks. Have a nice day.